Good morning, happy Friday. This is Heather from Cycle Source TV coming to you live from the Texas Fandango. The last time you saw Chris and I, we were on our way here going through crazy winds in Kansas and Oklahoma, but we beat them. We made it in one piece. As you can see, it's still a little bit windy here today, but I wanted to say a quick good morning and let you know how happy I am that we made it to beautiful Gillespie County Fairgrounds in Fredericksburg, Texas. Came through real quick yesterday, and I got to tell you, I'm coming back. Between here and Lago Vista, there are like 40 vineyards. I know where I belong, and it's here. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I thought I would kick off the weekend by saying, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. He loves us on the air, I love it. So I thought I would kick off this event by showing you just a little bit of what's going on here already. I have already seen more motorcycle choppers, antique, vintage, classic motorcycles than you can shake a stick at. And the swap meet section here, like I have to hide my wallet and make sure Chris doesn't know the bank account numbers or I'm screwed. Like literally screwed. We'll be panhandling for gas money on the way home if I set him loose. So if anybody here is watching this and you see Chris Callan, my husband, just say no. If you care about us at all, just say no, he can't buy the part. But anyway, let me flip you around because I know you don't want to see me. You want to see choppers and antique motorcycles and all the part scores that are available. Roadside Marty, when you watch this, you are going to be so sad that you are not here when you see the swap meet that's going on. But and no, I'm not going to work deals for anybody. I'm not haggling for y'all. If you want a part that's here or you want to see the bikes that are here, get your little tuchus to the Fredericksburg Gillespie County Fairgrounds and come join the Texas Fandango. This is the third year, I think. Yes, it's number 3. And it's growing by leaps and bounds, and it's going to be off the hook. I'm so excited to be here, but let's show you some cool stuff. Ooh. Maybe we'll see if we can grab a couple people. I saw Jason Sims from the Cannonball and Motorcycle Chase over here. Maybe we can get him to chat with you a little bit. But look at that, just parts. You can buy whole motorcycles here. And again, everybody knows I don't know the ins and outs about all these motorcycles. I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I like these. How can you not? How can you not appreciate this? Maybe if I can get Jason over here, we'll give him the mic and he can talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on. Hey, Jason. You want to come talk to Facebook for me? Here, it's going to be a little bit noisy while I give Jason this microphone.
Are we Facebook Live?
We are Facebook World Live.
Oh, cool.
Here, you can take the whole half.
I'm glad we get to show the whole world what's going on here in Fredericksburg, Texas. It's unbelievable, huh?
I told him I wasn't going to work any deals for him. They all needed to get here. So.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, just some world-class motorcycles out here. A lot of great parts. The people, and it's really an eclectic group of people, you know. I mean, it's one of the funnest shows I like to come to. A mix of, you know, the young chopper kids, the old dudes from way back in the day, and of course, me in the middle somewhere. And, you know, it's really great to see everybody kind of mesh and come together for a great show like this. So.
Tell us about these motorcycles.
All right, yeah, absolutely. So this is a friend of mine, Cole Deesters. This is a 1936 VLH. They made this bike for 1 year. It's a 80 cubic inch flathead motorcycle. Was the first hot rod that Harley really built in the 30s. Just a really gorgeous bike, 100% original.
That's beautiful. Good Good thing Tom Banks isn't here.
He'd be happy with he'd be trying to make some deals on some stuff. Here we have I think it's like a 1935. It's really just kind of put together to be a flat track racer.
That's beautiful. Do you know who did the work on it?
A guy out of Colorado. I don't remember his name. It's really a beast. I mean, that thing sounds like a Hemi riding down the strip down here. You have to do like 3 or 4 takes when it goes by. It's like, oh damn, what the hell is that? Yeah.
So well done. Nice.
And then here we got the 1942 Harley Davidson WLAs. These are actually my latest thing that I've acquired. I just picked these up 3 or 4 days ago. Pretty cool story. They're actually owned by 2 people, the U.S. government and the guy that I bought them from. So it's like, you know, for me to now be the 3rd owner and the caretaker of these things, you know, from back in 1942, military, when most of them are scrapped out or built into civilian bikes, you know, 100% original, every nut and bolt. You know, these are going to be fun to have in the collection now to get to play with and take care of them and bring them out to shows like this just to show people.
So now tell people like me, how do you find this stuff?
This one I actually seen in a Facebook group, but the guy wasn't trying to sell these. He was actually trying to sell like some kind of antique or something like that. And, you know, I wasn't even interested in the antique, but I just happened to see like this part of the motorcycle and the rest had a cloth on it. And I was like, hey, what's up with those bikes? And he's like, well, yeah, they're in my shop. I'm helping a guy get them going. He wants to sell them. And I was like, oh, dude, this is perfect. I mean, this is exactly what I look for. So, you know, 6 months of conversations and everything else. And, you know, we finally made a deal. And it took a while for me to get up there because they were way up in Michigan. And, you know, being down in the South, every time I wanted to go get them, it was snowing, it was, you know, some kind of blizzard. And, you know, finally I just said, hey, I got to bite the bullet and get up there and get them. So couldn't be happier with them. And, yeah, a lot of great backstory on this guy. So the guy that actually owned these motorcycles was actually in World War II. He was one of the first people to land in Normandy on the 75th anniversary of D-Day. I think his second tour over there, he was actually rode one of these for his job, you know, to do whatever he was doing over there. He became a motorist of one of these motorcycles, fell in love with them, came back to the United States and bought these in like, I think 1948 or 49, and had them ever since. So
That's awesome. That's
yeah. And me, I'm gonna get them they're running and riding now. They were just recommissioned here in the last couple months, and I'm gonna ride them. You know, that's what they're here for, and have a good time with them. So
very cool. All right, so tell everybody why they need to come to the Texas Fandango this weekend.
well, I think I kind of went over it. I mean, it's really the people here. It's the atmosphere, the attitude. I haven't seen a bad attitude here yet, and that's pretty uncommon when you go to an event. You know, somebody's always pissed off at some line or something like this, and you just don't see it here. You know, like I said, everybody's commingling, getting along, having a great time. It's really one of the first events of the year. This is going to be kind of the kickoff now of the future swap meets for the rest of the year and the rest of the bike events for the year. So and it's good to see everybody after a long winter.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take this back.
Yeah. Have a good time. Let me
Thanks.
Find something cool.
No. I already told everybody they just have to say no to Chris. If they say Chris, just say no. All right, so I'm glad we got to kick off with Jason Sims right off the bat. Bear with me here while I get my mic situated one more time. And, so that's like the first 10 feet. That's like as far as I got so far at the Fandango, and that's what we see already. So check these babies out. Like, I'm gonna try and come back as much as I can on and off. I don't want to keep you guys too long at any one time. But dude, like, if you are anywhere within driving distance of this place and you love motorcycles, you've got to be here. Again, Fredericksburg, Texas, the Texas Fandango at the Gillespie County Fairgrounds. Swap meet, chopper corral, vintage bike show. Tomorrow there's racing, there's chopper drags, vintage drags, all sorts of racing going on out on the beautiful track. But it's crazy. Look at Team White Trash. There we go. These guys were on Cannonball Chronicles. I remember that. But let's just let you take in some of these beautiful motorcycles for a minute. Again, I apologize that I cannot see comments that are coming up, so I'll try and go back and answer any. Next time I come on, I will have another system where I can see those comments and give shouts out and all that happy stuff. But man, I just don't even know which way to go. There's just cool stuff everywhere. Everywhere, dude. Like, over here you can see that, like, Streamliner Aero Vault. There, it looks like they're loading into the antique bike show in the building. Again, this big barn over here is more swap meet parts. Check out this little shovel head chopper. We met this kid last night. This is his first motorcycle build. Great story. He and his dad are into motorcycles together. His dad taught him an awful lot, but this is the first bike he has ever built, and I'm super excited. We're gonna put that in Cycle Source magazine in an upcoming issue. We're gonna shoot it this weekend, and I just love it. It's the first one that he built, and he really knocked it out of the park on it, and I'm excited to share that story with you. Pretty much everything's for sale. They obviously go by the mantra of, if it's not long, it's wrong. Swap meet, swap meet, swap meet. This, I found out yesterday, belongs to Bill Page. If you follow him or Tom Banks, Bank Brothers Motorcycles, Bill is the one that built Tom's Sons of Speed motor for him, where first time out he took a championship. Way to go, Tom. I didn't expect anything less, though, I got to admit. But everybody's driving around. Look, they all have parts. They're all trying to make deals, which I gotta tell you, like, I can't believe how cool this place is. Everywhere you look, there's a good deal or a deal. And I've only come across, like, this is only one tiny little section of the fairgrounds. Like, we haven't even scratched the surface of what all and who all is here. Couple cool little import project bikes going on. Little Honda Z50. Man, I'd like that for my grandson. I'm sure my grandson would like that for himself too. Looks like we got a barbecue grill going. So Chris and I are here all weekend. I'm very excited. We took it a little old school this week when we're van camping. I gotta tell you, I had a really good night's sleep. I'm a little spoiled with the van camping though, because we actually got fortunate enough that we have power and we had our TV hooked up in there, and kind of made it so I didn't miss my little camper as much, but it's pretty cool. It's a great place to be. Let me flip you around real quick before I sign off. again, everywhere you look, there's just cool stuff. Look at this panhead. That's sharp as hell. There's deals to be had here. I actually have to go on the hunt. I don't know if I'll find one here, but I am on the hunt for an FXR side cover so I can make a trophy for next week's La Tigers FXR Friends Throwdown. So if anybody's here at the Texas Fandango and you have an FXR side cover you want to part with, I need to make a trophy out of it, please. I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously concerned about my checking account. Now that pooch has the right idea for sure. You could absolutely find enough parts here this weekend to put together a motorcycle or 2 or 12. There's Round the World Doug. He's going to be doing a presentation this weekend. I'm so excited. We're going to make sure we find out what.
Can't count on him.
Well, yeah, true. We know that. He's going to be doing a presentation this weekend, and we're going to try to bring that to you live. So stay tuned. Again, we're going to come in and out of your feed several times throughout the weekend, and each time we'll try and cover a different area, different offerings. But again, that's just literally not even a quarter of what's going on here. So stay tuned. Hopefully you don't get sick of us. Hopefully we can keep bringing you more amazing motorcycles and cool people. But in the meantime, be safe, be kind to one another, and get out and go ride. If you can't ride because of the weather, go rent and get